Hey guys, Mike Taylor, broker owner, Rendor Property Management. Today we are bringing you the Indianapolis rental market report for September of 2023. So if you've been watching this channel at all, you know that Indianapolis specifically has been almost plagued by super high days on the market. I think back in maybe it was June or July, we peaked at 120 plus days on the market, which is just wild. So thankfully that has been dwindling down. That was the peak 124, and that trend is continuing this month. So some pretty good news for the Indianapolis rental market. And let's take a look at the numbers and see what else we got. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the Indianapolis market report for September 2023. Really, I think that the biggest takeaway here is this average days on the market. Now, 54 is still not stellar, and there's some work to do. I'd like to see that around 30. A lot of times in the winter, but we're not quite in winter yet. We will see that creep up a little bit just because things do take longer as it gets colder, as it gets towards the holidays. Things do take longer. So, but ideally somewhere around that 30 range. But if you've been following this, you know that I think it was June. It was like 124 or something, just crazy. So it's good to see some health back in the average days on the market. I would like to see it a little bit lower, but definitely better than what we have been seeing. Look at this, minus 28% from September, and it's probably down 100% from June. So heading in the right direction for sure. Average rent, again, Indy is unique, Indianapolis specifically, in that it's almost I think the only market that doesn't have at least one or several months above last year's trend line. So it's been relatively flat here. If you take a look at the entire year, a little dips and a little bump here last month. You get a sneak peek in October, it kind of comes back down. So basically flatlined for pretty much the entire year this year. But that puts the average rent in Indianapolis at $1,445, which is down 7%-ish from last year, and a little bump of 3% from last month. So there's 2,054 homes on the market, which is a little bit of an increase in inventory from last month. Nothing alarming, but just something to keep an eye on. And as we jump over here to the average sales price, again, we cap this at under $500,000 because we're looking at this from an investor's point of view, and we want to exclude all those high-end homes that are not necessarily investor friendly. So in Indianapolis, under 500,000, the average is 231,549, and 914 of those sold last month. So a good amount of homes are selling in that price range, and that's still a very affordable price range. So again, always one of the highlights of Indianapolis is its affordability. And so that's up a little bit from last year, down just slightly from last month. So those are the numbers, kind of a little bit more of the same, but an improvement for days on the market. So we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully these will continue to trend down as we kind of close out the year this year. So look forward to seeing you next month.